So welcome all of you. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So today's class we start with Brihadara Vishwara's temple story by Aniket. Aniket, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead. Let us know what is the temple about.
So first page, please.
Please talk loudly. You cannot be heard.
First page.
Yeah.
So this temple is also known as the big temple, and this temple here we pray to Lord Shiva, and this temple is 1,000+ year old. This temple is 1,000+ years old, and also is 216 feet, and this is also known as the world biggest temple in the. This is the biggest temple in the world. Do you know one feature about it? The South Indians have made it like this, that the shadow of it doesn't touch to the ground. It touches, but it's like for us, we see it means it doesn't touch, but it touches. It's just like illusion. Next page, sir. So South Indian style is the most fully realized both in scale and detail. In the Britavara temple built between 1003 and 1010 by the Chola king Rashtraja. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Raja. Chola Raja. Okay. And that time, what is this temple? You didn't tell what is inside. It is a Shiva temple. So Shivalinga is there, and the bull is also very tall. Do you know one more big bull temple in Bangalore? There is one more temple in Bangalore. There also a very big bull is there. In this temple also the bull is very huge.
Jayanagara, right?
18 feet. Yeah, Jayanagara. Not Jayanagara. The temple it is in Baswangudi. Baswangudi, yeah. Now coming to Bhagavad Gita. Do you know who is she now? She is very famous nowadays.
Manu Bhaker. Is Manu Bhaker.
Sir, Manu
Yeah.
Bhaker.
For me, you all, she's famous, and she's famous because she got 2 bronze. But when she got the first bronze, she was asked, what was going in your mind when you were going to win that point? She quoted Bhagavad Gita. So she said that mind should be controlled. She was only focused on the work, karma, duty, rather than what she was going to win or lose. So karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachina. That is 2.47 verse. And this tells us that children, if we learn Bhagavad Gita and if we have our goals set, we will achieve one day. So we all know Olympics is once in 4 years. So she has practiced from the last Tokyo Olympics where she was 4th. She didn't win the medal that time. And this time she has won not 1 but 2 medals. And I wish all of you learning Bhagavad Gita, studying the Bhagavad Gita, understanding it, one day you will win whatever you want. You will get laurels to your family, society, and all community in whole. Okay, so let us go and learn what has happened in the last class. The last class we completed 17 to 21 verses. 17th verse, it says that those jnanis or those bhaktas who worship me know that I am very dear to them, as well as they are very dear to me. Thus, such type of bhakta are called param bhaktas. And what was the important point there? That whatever they worship, they understand and worship. Like if you understand and then read and understand, that is learning. Otherwise, if you just mug up, that is not learning. So, param bhaktas means those who worship God with the knowledge that God is not that very far away, He is very near to them. In the 18th verse, again, this is a continuation of 17th verse about the param bhakta or uttama bhakta. Whatever they take the task, they are very steadfast. Be it good, bad, ugly days, they never forget God. Because God is their only goal, like moksha is the only goal of jnani. So the param bhaktas, the only goal is God. And this is again we have seen in the last to last class about divisions of bhakta. The manda bhakta, madhyama bhakta, uttam bhakta. And we all want to become the uttam bhaktas. Then in the 19th verse, we saw such jnani bhaktas or uttam bhaktas are very rare indeed. Mahatma Sudurlabham means, first of all, you take this Janma Nam Mante Jnanavadmam. Those who take such Janma after Bahunam, many Janmas they take this Janma of a Jnani. And such Bhaktas are so rare who are always seeking God. And 20th verse, what now contradictory verse? They are saying that the people who are away from such prayers and such bhakti, due to their nature and desires, the unwise pray to their other deities because they don't know what is the good, what is the nature of God. They don't understand. They pray to other deities. That's what is told in this verse. And 21st verse, what God does to such people, He just lets them pray. At least they're praying to some god, at least they're praying to the idol. Let them pray. Now Janmashtami will come, so people will pray Krishna. Then after 15 days, um, uh, Ganesh Chaturthi will come, so people will pray to Lord Ganesha. Then Gauri. So all this, let them pray. God will make their faith steadfast. He will make them at least pray to such idols, whatever forms it may be, and slowly they will move up to Uttama Bhakti. This is what we have learned in the last class. Let us start today's class with one more story of such a Param Bhakta called Kanakadasa. Anvit, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Kanakadasa was a celebrated poet and a saintly philosopher from Karnataka. He was popularly known as Haridas, which literally means the servant of Hari, which is Krishna. His real name was Timmappa Nayaka, and he was born in the Bada village to the couple Biregowda and Bachamma. He was provided his huge contribution to the Carnatic music. He was a devotee of Krishna. One day it happened for Kanakadasa to go to Udupi Krishna temple. The Brahmins and the security guards didn't. No, wait. The Brahmins and the priest did not allow him to enter the temple. So he went behind. He went west of the temple behind, and then started singing devotional songs and by praying. And after the wall broke itself, Krishna turned behind and the wall broke, and then he had a darshana. and then he happily came back. The story reminds that everyone is equal, eyes of Lord, and all matters is devotion. So we should have apara bhakti on God, then you will get whatever you want. Thank you. Hariom.
Hariom. So, most important part, Anvit, is the Kanakadasa Kindi. If you go to that temple today also, there is one small window. If I'm not mistaken, there is a window through which we can take darshan of Udupi Krishna.
Sir, still now there is Kanaka Kindi. They have constructed some things into like a proper window. Before it was not there.
Now they can watch it.
Now, but now still they can watch there.
Good. Thank you, Anvit. So let us go to the 7.22 verse today. Ankit, you are there, Ankit?
7.22 was mine, uncle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Aditi.
Yeah. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I request everyone to chant after me. Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktaha
Sataya
Shraddhaya
Shraddhaya
Yukta
Asatasya
Tasyaradhanamihate
Tasyaradhanamihate
Labhate cha tatah kaman
Labhate chastatah kaman
Mayaiva vihitan hitan.
Mayaiva vihitan hitan.
The literal meaning goes like this. Endowed with that faith, he engages in the worship of that form, and from that he attains all those desires which are indeed granted by me alone. Next slide, please.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
What happened? Okay, can you just tell? Because
Yeah,
I
sure.
missed your slide.
This verse emphasizes on self-effort. Krishna says individuals become fascinated in pouring out more and more sincerity. Let's say that you wish to become the greatest scientist in the world. You can't just sit in front of an idol and start your prayers. You have to achieve your goal. You cannot achieve your goal, by doing this. Only if you do your research, study, and hard work of day and night, that is when God's grace is on you. Only if you make your efforts, God will push you. Let's take another example. Now, if you want to give a treat or a biscuit to your dog, you will not just give it like that. You will make it a little challenging. You will keep the biscuit higher and higher so that the dog can jump and achieve its biscuit, which is, in this case, a goal. Similarly, all we students must do our 100% in anything for God's blessings. Thank you and Hari Om.
Hariom. So I think we didn't do 21st verse also. I thought we have done 21st. Swastik, you are ready with your verse?
Yes, sir.
So can I show this, please? We can start.
Sure, sir. This will work. Mm. Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be presenting 7.21 verse. Please chant along with me. Yo yo yam tanu bhakta
Yo
Yo yo
yam
yam
tanum
bhakta
bhaktaha
Shraddhayarachati tumichati
Shraddhaya tumichati
Architi
tasya tasyachalam shraddham
tasya
tasya
chalam shraddham
chalam shraddham
tameva vidhayamaham.
tameva vidhayamaham.
Yes, sir. So this verse literally says that those who have faith towards specific deities, I steady their faith towards those deities. Now, what Krishna tries to say here in this verse is that if someone ever feels affection towards a specific deity, for example, someone has a specific affection or devotion towards, let's say, Indra, they are spiritually attracted to Indra for for any reason. This faith or bhakta is slowly steadied by Krishna. He makes sure this faith is not gone to waste. So he steadies this faith. A great example we can take is suppose we have a child and his parents buy him a toy. Now his parents tell him, we will not take care of your toy, you need to take care of it yourself. And so, since he likes the toy and does not want it to get spoiled, he will continuously make sure it is in good condition. And he will make sure that it has no sorts of defects or it does not look bad because he also needs to show it to his friends. So, this will later on help him as this will allow him to gain bhakta and he will stay focused towards a singular devata. And not only that, if this sort of bhakta is present, they will constantly take care of them and they will constantly make sure they are in optimal condition and their statues are not harmed. We can take a great example as Mirabai. When Mirabai at first, as per certain myths, had gotten a calendar with the photo of Krishna present on it, she had preserved this calendar as it was until she could meet Krishna. This is as far as I have heard, but I just wanted to implant this as this is a good example for this verse. Krishna will always make sure your faith is there and you will develop the faith, but he will steady it. He will make sure the faith is remains. Thank you, everyone. Special thanks to Sachin sir for giving me this verse. Hari Om.
Hari Om. So somehow I missed this verse, but it is so important, children. Like if you are going first time in a boat, consider that you are afraid, but you have to have faith in the boatman. So Krishna is that boatman. He will steady your boat of bhakti. It may be any bhakti. It may be bhakti towards Ganesha, or it may be bhakti towards, as I said, Indra or Shiva, Parvati, Durga, anything. But he will make sure he will take you in a boat and steady it and go to the stream of bhakti and reach to finally merge into the ocean. Merging into ocean is like Mirabai, she merged into Krishna finally. So that's what is this verse telling about. First, you join that boat of bhakti, you enter into the boat. That's what it is requested here. Because if you don't have faith at all, how do you get into this stream of bhakti? And 22nd verse already discussed, which is again the continuation of the last verse. And now we move to 23rd verse. Atit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Atit, go ahead.
Sir, shall I start?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So, namaste everyone. Myself Atit. So, request all to repeat after me. Antavattu phalam tesham
Antavattu phalam tesham
Tesham
tadbhavatyalpamedhasam
tadbhavatyalpamedhasam
devan devayajo yanti
devan devayajo yanti
madbhakta yanti mamapi.
madbhaktayanti mamapi.
Thank you for repeating. So, in this, the literal translation is that fruit people of little understanding is perishable. Those who worship the celestial gods go to the object of one's worship. People who worship the devatas go to the planets of devatas upon death, whereas those who are devoted to me will come to my abode. Now the question comes up again. When reaching Sir,
Cannot hear you properly.
sir, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, sir. So, whereas those who are devoted to me will come to my abode. So now there is a question which Arjuna asks. While the main goal is to reach God and he is the ultimate destination, then why does Krishna say that to keep faith in the worship of the celestial gods? So we'll take an example of the education system. So we all start with primary school, but we'll not stay at that level forever. We have to move forward. So the teachers help us to move to the even though the primary school is necessary, students will outgrow it and keep moving higher and higher. So for primary students or the novices who attain the celestial, but for those
I think Atit's internet is weak. We can't hear.
sorry sir, there's a network issue here.
Okay, okay. So
Sir, can
anyway,
you hear me?
now we can hear, but in between it will completely be muted or something. It is not heard. Anyway, you continue.
Sir, due to rain, there is a network issue.
Okay, okay. Okay, continue where I think even though
Okay,
primary
sir.
school is important,
Yes, sir.
students.
Yes, sir. So the Krishna here says that devatas are perishable. So the boons or fruits that they give to their devotees are also perishable. So he is saying that God is imperishable and the fruits of his worship are also everlasting. Those who worship the eternal form of God upon death attain his eternal abode and stay there forever in his service. So let us take another example of fruits. If some man is not patient enough and doesn't want to work hard to grow some fruits, then strawberry he will choose strawberry as it only takes 60 to 90 days to bear fruits. But for those people who want to taste the unique and special tropical fruit called durian, have to work hard, and wait for the fruit to bear, which can take up to 8 to 10 years. So here, Lord Krishna says that whatever is seen perishes. What does not perish is the Atma. All else is subject to death. The worshippers of the Devas go to the Devas, of the Rakshasas to the Rakshasas. So Krishna ends by saying that he declares those who worship him go to him, the Supreme Lord. Thank you, Sachin sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. So with beautiful examples, you told the perishable, imperishable, and the instant gratification and everlasting happiness. All this is nothing but the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So, children, what we have learnt is you cannot suddenly go for exams. We all know that. Those who study one day before the exams, even though they might get very good marks, but they will not remember this topic at all. Because as soon as the exam's over, they will forget the topic. It has happened with me also when I was in the 8th, 9th, 10th. But when I understood that I have to not only score marks, I have to work hard towards getting the knowledge from the books, then the marks was secondary. So the bhaktas, param bhaktas, the materialistic world, the benefits in the materialistic world, name, fame, or nowadays instant fame they want, instant karma they want by putting a small reel or playing a video game and getting first rank in the video game. And suddenly, if you don't get, they do ultimate, they go to the extreme steps also. We all know nowadays children are vulnerable for all this. That's why Bhagavad Gita says, don't go for instant gratification. Go for something is everlasting. And the only everlasting, non-perishable thing is getting the knowledge of God. Because God is not a materialistic or a deity based or form based thing. It is all pervading. It is inside me also. So how can I be very happy or very sad if I get something or I don't get something? The ultimate understanding of Bhagavad Gita is that you be steadfast in whatever you do. You work to experience and get the knowledge rather than the fruits of it. And even if you don't get the fruits, don't worry, because God will give what is yours. He won't take from you what is not yours. So this is the teaching, children, and this is what we saw in the Olympics medal winner. She also said the same thing. She was not worried about the fruits because she was focused on her goal. So please be focused on your goal. Whatever happens, be steadfast. You enter the Bhakti Marga, God will take you along in the boat. He's a very good boatman. So Atit explained very well. And now we go to 24th verse. Moksh.
Sir, 24th verse is of Ankita.
Ankita, sorry, Ankita. Ankita, go ahead.
Hari Om all. Avyaktam Vyaktimapanam
Avyaktam
Avyakti
Vyaktimapanam
Manyate Mam Buddhaya
Manyate
Mam
Madhyam
Buddhaya
Param Bhavam Jananto
Param
Param
Bhavam
Bhavamadhananto
Ajananto
Mamavyayam Uttamam
Mama Vyayam Aduttamam
Nanuttamam.
Not knowing my superior, which is changeless and unsurpassed. The indiscriminate ones consider me to be the unmanifest, which has assumed manifestation. Hari Om all. In this verse, Lord Krishna tells about the nature of human beings, especially an ignorant person. They think Lord Krishna as a simple person having some Maya. They don't know that Lord Krishna is beyond all forms of Maya. Lord is infinite and immortal, who comes on earth for giving punishment to wrong person and establishment of dharma. Example of such ignorant persons are Kans and Duryodhana, Shakuni, etc. But the person with great wisdom think Lord Krishna as supreme God and surrender themselves to God. Example of such persons are Bhishma and Vidur. Thank you and
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we all saw that the changeless nature of the God. We know that it is all surpassing. We know all that by 11th chapter, which we did last, 10th chapter. So those who understand are going to be in that boat, and God is going to take them to the way they deserve. They will reach the goal. But those indiscriminate people were there in the world. That's why God takes avatara. We all know Duryodhana is indiscriminate. and his clan, entire his other clan also indiscriminate, adharmas. They are demonic in nature. So such indiscriminate will never understand the manifestation of Lord. They will always live in the unmanifested other things, materialistic things. So let us move to 24th verse.
I have a doubt.
Aniket, yes.
So Duryodhana even gave the chance to Karna, right, for fighting with Arjuna,
Hmm?
and made and Duryodhana made the Karna the king of Anka.
Hmm?
And so how Duryodhana can be bad? I know that he also put the fire on the kingdom, but how he can be bad? Even he did good things, right?
So if you do one good thing and 100 bad things, is it good or bad?
It's bad.
So that's what. He did one good thing or two good things, but 1,000 bad things. And he was going against the Lord Krishna's advice. So anyone who is against Lord Krishna's advice is going to be bad, even though he does 1,000 good things. So,
Sir, I have one doubt.
hmm.
Arjuna was when the Karna gave support to Duryodhana because Duryodhana made the king of because Duryodhana made Karna the king of Anga, right?
I don't know the real story, but
I know.
the fight is not only because it is because of Karna. It is fight is between the entire Pandavas and Kauravas were evil. It is not just about Aniket. It is not one thing. Many things are there. Okay.
Sir, I want to know.
Which book you are reading? You please afterwards the class we will discuss. Now we will go to the next verse.
Okay, sir.
Okay. 7.24. Sharav. Sorry, Utsav. Utsav, you are ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then go ahead.
The word. Okay, sir. Avyaktam vyaktimapanyam
Oh,
Avyaktam vyaktimapanyam
Avyaktam vyaktimapanyam
manyate mama buddhayam
manyate
Manyate mamabuddhayam
param bhavamajananto
Param
bhavo ajananto
mama vyamanutam mama.
mamavyayam anutam mamam.
mama.
Okay.
Sir, can I tell the meaning now?
Yes, please tell. Please tell us.
Krishna is the ultimate god, and in the time of Mahabharata, he was an yogi. Many people think him as a human. In the world, some wise Persian wants to understand the ultimate form of Lord Krishna, but some foolish people used to think him as a simple human. In this sloka, Lord is telling the difference between these two personalities of people. Here we should not think Lord as a human. Or if anyone think this, he or she will never understand the truth. Everyone should think that truth will never change according to their thinking. We should think that the presence of Lord is everywhere and everything is made from the power of Lord. From Him only we should worship Krishna with pure mind and good deeds. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you. I had given to two people because I thought sometimes Utsav is far away and we cannot, that's why it was two people. So we have seen this verse, children. Now we go to 25th verse. Sharav.
Hari Om, sir. नाहं प्रकाशः सर्वस्य
Naham
Naham prakasha
sarvasya
sarvasya
योगमाया समावृतः
yogamaya
samavritah
samavritah
मूढोऽयं नाभिजानाति
Mudho
mudhoyam जानति
लोको माम् अजमव्ययम्
लोको
माम्
मामप्यमव्ययम्
अजमव्ययम्.
The literal meaning of this verse is, I am not manifest to everyone, being veiled by my divine Yogamaya energy. Hence, those without knowledge do not know that I am without birth and changeless. So, next slide. Not everybody knows that the Lord is without form, infinite, and changeless. Only some people, maybe like us, and there are other organizations spreading the knowledge. People who have knowledge of the Gita, like us, the Vedas, the Upanishads, they know the truth that Lord is beyond limits. It is because of the illusion that Lord has a form, like said in the previous verses, that he is Krishna, a mere human, who has the power to do some special things. That's not the truth. That's what people see. What we don't see is that that is his yoga maya. It is still him, but the greater him is compared to that unimaginable. The worldly forces of him makes us like devas like Krishna, Rama, Indra, and all, more than a formless, changeless God, like bland food. So only the people who have the knowledge of the Gita, like us, can see the true Lord. If I were to give an example, it would be maybe the human body, because we can see outside, it's our skin, we have eyes, we have a nose. It's a good body. It's one of the best bodies on earth, but done a lot of punyas to attain this janma. Since we now, when we're going to higher grades, we learn what is inside our body. A heart which never stops beating no matter how much we sleep, a brain which controls the whole body so it does not go to sleep, or else we won't be living. All of these organs within us, if we see them in real, it is not so beautiful. It is filled with blood. But same way with the Lord, He is formless, changeless, infinite, undescribable. So imagine you're eating food which is spicy, food which is sweet or sour or something. You will have some identification. This is sour, this is spicy, this is sweet. I like this, but I don't like that. If you're eating bland food, you won't like it. It's like seeing an invisible doll or something. So we should all understand that we have the knowledge of Gita, and we should not get fooled that God is many, yet He is one. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Excellent. Children, very beautiful example he has given about the body, and we only see the surface, but so many things happens within it. Similarly, one more example is the sea or the ocean. When you see on the surface, only we can see tiny waves, but compared to the entire ocean, the waves are very small. Even the tsunami is also a wave. It can create a havoc, like Yoga Maya can create havoc in the world, but the ocean is still. It doesn't require anything. So, children, this is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. This is the meaning of Maya. What we are generally living, like a dream, we are living this world. But if we get awakened to the dream, then we will know we were the person who were dreaming. We only created all these things, and we got entangled into it. So the real truth is that God is none other than we ourselves. And if we get this power, how do you use the power? You will use for others. You will be more compassionate. You will be more loving. Rather than you will be quarreling or complaining, you will always adjust, and you will come up to the standards which a human being should be, because we are different than animals. Animal doesn't have this intelligence. So this is the understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Today I stop here because last 5 verses are left in this class. we come to the next class and complete the 7th chapter. So let us chant, and I will ask for volunteers for the last 5 verses. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.